Hello, Laredo, and welcome to a segment on Mind Your Business. What is Mind Your Business? Mind Your Business is a little bit about everything. It's a little bit about the past, a little bit about the present, and a lot about the future. We're going to be covering some topics that should interest everyone. Although all of them have something to do with business, they're going to have to do with you, Laredo, and how we can make Laredo go from good to great. So in today's segment, I'm very honored and humbled to introduce a very dear friend. We go back a long way, and I'm very happy and proud of her, especially because she is the first female president of Laredo College. Please help me welcome Dr. Minita Ramirez.
Good
Thank you for
morning.
being here.
Thank you, Gabriel, and thank you for the invitation. What an honor it is to be on your very first show. This is incredible.
Well, it's an honor to have you here too. We go back a long ways, and I know we're always talking about education, and lately I've been discussing with you what Laredo College has to offer. And I'm shocked, of course, because 40 years ago when I went to Laredo College, it was a different whole environment. Now you've come in leaps and bounds, grown in leaps and bounds, and now under your tenure, a lot more is happening. Tell us a little bit about what you see at Laredo College and how it's helping Laredo.
Well, thank you, Gabriel. And yes, when we started, it was Laredo Junior College. And then it went on to be Laredo Community College and now Laredo College. And the difference is definitely the fact that we now offer bachelor's degrees. We offer 2 bachelor's degrees. We offer a bachelor's in nursing, and we offer a bachelor's of organizational leadership. And that has a direct impact on our economy and our local economy and certainly on our students who want to continue their education. But aside from that, Laredo College has really changed its footprint because we're trying to be a little more responsive to the business community, industry, and certainly what are we doing to prepare ourselves as a college, but to help our community prepare itself for the future, like you said. The history is important, and we're trying to preserve it on our college. As you know, 1947, most of our campus on the west side was created, and a lot of our buildings are historical, and we're refurbishing some of them. We're preserving the history behind Laredo Junior College, but more importantly, preparing our students through Laredo College with all of our new programs, and many of which we're going to start this fall.
You were telling me a little bit about some of the classes that you offer. And of course, once again, I'm shocked, happily shocked that the things that you offer. Tell me a little bit more about that culinary department. That sounds yummy.
It is very yummy. Our students in the culinary arts program, the chair for that department, Cristina Perez, she herself a culinary arts graduate. But we're trying to really emphasize to our students that through culinary arts, there's a business segment to that. If they want to open their own business, if they want to start their own bakery, and they go through the full process, we get them internships at local eateries and restaurants, and we try to introduce them to what is the way to deal with customers. And today's customers are very different from when you and I were young. I think we're still young, but still, the demands of today's world are very different with online purchasing of even food products and the preservatives that go into food products. We do our Foodie Fridays with Pro 8 News, and we're trying to really support our students with being ready to share their artistic culinary talents with the community, in the business sector, and everything from preparing appetizers to desserts, the whole gamut. What it is to set a proper table, what it is to serve a proper customer. You and I are kind of sticklers about etiquette, and so that's very much involved in the training that we give that program. It's on our South Campus. It's a brand new facility, and I encourage people to come out and visit. We are looking forward to some new and exciting things in the fall where we may be able to open to the public once a week to serve out of our culinary arts program. So hopefully people look forward to that and come and enjoy our exciting food.
Well, you're right down the street from where I work. So hopefully, maybe you'll open a tasting room of some sort, and I'll be glad to be your first customer.
Well, I'd love to have you.
Yeah, gladly. As a matter of fact, part of that culinary deal, I know that in a previous life, I was an events coordinator, and I know that probably part of that whole culinary ambiance is planning an event and knowing what to do with the event, the tablecloth, the chairs, the napkins, and all that. So I'm sure it encompasses all of that.
And they do, and we try to provide them opportunities. Very recently, we had a group of students that helped at the Boys and Girls Club wine tasting, and they were preparing desserts, and they were preparing how to serve in mass quantities. As they were coming out with the dessert feed, they were flying off the table. And so we're very proud of our partnership with the country club, and certainly the chef there is amazing himself, and a great partner for our culinary arts program. But we have partners like that in every aspect of our teaching. We have advisory groups for every department of community leaders and community business partners that share in what we're teaching to make sure that we're responsive to their needs, so that when our students graduate and they go to work for IBC or whomever it might be, they're prepared not only with the actual theory of things, but the essential skills that you and I talk about all the time. You know, what is time on task? How to dress appropriately for an interview? What it is to have an appropriate resume, depending on where you're going to go look for a job. And so all of that is part of their teaching, even within each of the workforce areas. So in this case, for culinary arts, they've got to prepare an entire portfolio of photographs, of things they've made, of recipes they've created. And so they put all of that together. And we do that throughout all of our workforce programs.
This is getting really interesting. Hold that thought. We'll be right back with some more information to share with all of you. Stay where you are.
IBC Bank is inviting everyone to join us for a night of celebration and hope at the Give Cancer the Boo Gala, benefiting the MD Anderson Cancer Center. Mark your calendars for Thursday, September 26th at the beautiful Lago del Rio. Enjoy an unforgettable evening of music and dance. Remember, your donation will be matched dollar for dollar by IBC Bank. For ticket information, contact Gabriel Castillo at 956-726-6636 or email gabrielcastillo@ibc.com.
Join your Laredo Police Department and other law enforcement agencies for the National Night Out Kickoff Party. Mark your calendars for Tuesday, October 1st from 6 to 9 p.m. at Jarvis Plaza, located at the 1300 block of Matamoros Street. It's going to be a night full of fun and community spirit as we work together to build stronger police-community partnerships. Don't miss out. We look forward to seeing you there.
KGNS aims to inspire, uplift, and unite our community while showcasing the incredible acts of heroism and leadership that happen right in our backyard. Show us your community spirit. Together, we can empower others and celebrate those who make our hometown a better place to live in. Join us every fourth Tuesday of the month to recognize the drive and commitment from citizens making a change. KGNS Honors, only on KGNS News.
We have access to resources that some don't have at home. Our goal is to ensure that all children have equal access to opportunities that can help them grow and learn. In the Boys and Girls Club, you make lots of friends and long-lasting memories. If you donate now, you could help a child from your community reach their full potential and create new opportunities.
IBC Bank is inviting everyone to join us for a night of celebration and hope at the Give Cancer the Boo Gala, benefiting the MD Anderson Cancer Center. Mark your calendars for Thursday, September 26th at the beautiful Lago del Rio. Enjoy an unforgettable evening of music and dance. Remember, your donation will be matched dollar for dollar by IBC Bank. For ticket information, contact Gabriel Castillo at 956-726-6636 or email gabrielcastillo@ibc.com.
So now speaking of workforce, I know that one of the things we also talked about in one of our visits was the lack of workforce. Right now, I think every city, every business suffers through that. I know we have a hard time finding entry level to and above, for any of our positions. What and how is Laredo College contributing? I know you offer a bunch of courses, flexibility, and of course, transferability. So tell me a little bit about that so people can know what's available.
Well, one of the beauties of Laredo College is that we're an open enrollment institution. And as that, and you still have to apply and we still need a transcript, but we typically don't reject anyone. And so the idea is to find the right program for you. We talk about what are your desires? Where do you want to work? Do you want to transfer to a four-year institution? And all of our courses are transferable, whether you're going to TAMU or you're going to Texas Women's University or Texas State or UTSA. It doesn't matter. First of all, we have articulation agreements with almost all of the South Texas four-year universities, and in some cases, most of the A&M and most of the UT system schools. Certainly right now we're working through some really interesting and innovative opportunities for our students. I'll give you a perfect example. We're launching our construction management program this fall. And that construction management program, we're going to offer 2 years at Laredo College. And then we have our partners at UTSA and Texas State that are willing to offer the second 2 years of that construction management bachelor's degree on our campus. And so students don't ever have to leave except for their graduation, that 4-year graduation that will take place on their home school. And so those kinds of partnerships are wonderful for our transferability, but at the same time, they only want a 2-year degree and immediately head into the workforce, they'll get a job immediately.
If they need to. And that's the thing too, I think that's one of the battles we have. We talk about inflation and, we're dealing with that. I know I went to the grocery store the other day and I just thought, well, forget it. Let me just go and see if I can get leftovers from yesterday's party instead. But food's very expensive, gasoline, and really cost of living, just everything is so expensive that everyone needs to get prepared. And I think that's what we try and tell our young people, to get prepared for the future and save money, learn how to manage your money, whatever you're getting. But more than anything, get your education, whatever level it is, get your education. So with that said, I know we talked about culinary, we talked about, now you also have something that's very vital to our community in Laredo is healthcare. So what you offer some programs on that are very important.
We do. We have an entire allied health program, and that includes an associate's degree in nursing. We have phlebotomy. We have an EMS program. We have sonograms. We do physical therapy. Technicians. We prepare RNs. We have the Bachelor of Science in Nursing, and so all of these programs feed into all of our healthcare systems. Ideally, we want to continue to evolve in our healthcare areas. All of those programs are housed at the South Campus, and we have opportunities for students to apply always. And it's an incredible opportunity. So ideally, we want to make sure that we support our students for its entirety. And like you mentioned, one of the things that most people don't know about college students is they've timed out of healthcare with their parents. And they timed out typically because it's very expensive for eating at home. And most parents are like, you're in college, get a job, figure it out. So we did 2 things. One, we have a meal plan free for our students.
Oh, for students, not for
No, not for employees. But for students, you can get 2 meals a day, and in our facilities
as part of your enrollment.
As part of enrollment, there's no extra charge for that. That is something that our Board of Trustees has really, really supported since I came on board, and I brought it to everybody's attention. And so we budget that, and we're going to continue to budget that. So that's the first thing. And the second thing is that we're working towards this fall developing a student health center on campus, because we know that if we can't take care of the whole student and provide that care and support, they're going to drop out.
Yeah.
And they're never going to get to the workforce, not in the way that they could, and they're never going to make the kind of money that they deserve.
Yeah. And you're right. I think that's one of the issues we have. At one point, back in the good old days, we used to come and go from Laredo, and excellent healthcare and all that other too, but it's more difficult and more challenging now. So I see and I hear a lot of people talk about how challenging that is. So that's great. And of course, the meal part, I might just enroll and
For free meal?
take advantage for free meals. Yeah, because I've eaten there and the food is very good.
Well, we're very fortunate because we have some great partnerships with local restaurants that offer their services on our campuses.
We're right.
And so we're happy to offer that to our students. As a mom, I can tell you, and at my house, and like at your mom's house, every time anybody walked in, it's always, are you hungry? Ven a comer, but it was always the same, because if you're hungry, you can't really think.
No, that's true.
And we partnered with the South Texas Regional Food Bank. And so we have at both campuses, we have a food pantry that twice a week is open to the community that's around us. Because on our West Campus, there is no health care offered to our community around the West Campus, Port McIntosh, and there is no food service either.
That's true.
So it's very hard, those of us that work downtown, to find a place to eat.
No, yeah,
So
definitely.
come join us.
Oh, definitely. I'm going to look into it. The other thing I was going to tell you is that I had a quick story. We have a lot of students here that are employed here. Some of them leave high school, graduate from high school, but then they get immediately to work for whatever reason. Some of them want to buy a car. Some of them, the family needs their help, etc. I was talking to a young man the other day. We try to mentor all of our young people here as much as we can at the bank, but very dynamic, very assertive in everything he did, very accommodating as far as offering his help anywhere he could. And I asked him where he went to school or what degree he has. He said, no, I didn't go to college. And I said, why? And he said, well, because I'm working. I said, there's a way of managing both things. I said, and we'll work with you as a bank. I said, I know as an employer, and I know a lot of employers do this, we'll work with you. Long story short, I went to look for him the other day and to ask him something. And then it turns out he was coming in at 9 that day. I said, what happened? He said, well, he enrolled in college and we're working with him. So I went to go talk to him. It made me so proud and so happy that he was listening and he did hear me out. I talked about your, that program that you have, that the managerial,
The
organizational leadership.
Yeah.
And I told him about the organizational leadership and what it entailed, and we were kind of looking it up. He was interested in hearing about it. Anyway, he signed up.
Good. Well, thank you. And I'm going to tell you, for those that really, the majority of our students, and I say the majority because I think it's upwards somewhere around 88% of our students are working either part-time or full-time.
Yes.
And so one of the changes we've made in the last 18 months is that we went from a 16-week program to an 8-week program. And so instead of taking 4 classes or 5 classes for 16 weeks, you're going to take 2 classes every 8 weeks. We know as practitioners in higher ed that the wall, when students hit that wall at 7 weeks, that's when they decide to either stop coming or withdraw or quit or give up or whatever. So when they come at 7 weeks, you have 1 week left and you're done. And then we have a 1 week break in between and then we start up again. This last fall, we had an additional 1,500 students that went from being part-time students to being full-time students because they realized that they could do this in 8 weeks. They had only signed up for 1 class or 2 classes and said, well, before I knew it, it was over and now I can do 2 more. And they did. And so that's an incredible opportunity for our students because they can go to school in the morning and then go work all afternoon or all evening or vice versa. And so we're trying to be as responsive as we can. Thank you for the opportunity to share some of our programs with you. I know that we have so much more to talk about, Gabriela. I don't know how to thank you all and for all of the support that Laredo has given Laredo College over the years.
Well, very well deserved support. And quite frankly, we're very proud of you and what you do. And as far as I'm concerned, Laredo College is going to grow in leaps and bounds under your leadership. And I know it's already happening. And we love working with you. And just so you know, as a business, as an entrepreneur, always know that Laredo College is available. It's there for you. And if you're a student, please know that they have excellent counselors. I know I've talked to people because we've done classes, we do financial literacy, et cetera there. And I know that the counselors are always willing to talk and structure the college plan to your plan. And I know it's difficult right now. It's very challenging. But if you're sitting out there and you're thinking, no, it's not for me or college, I'm just going to settle for this job, don't settle. Don't ever settle. There's always a possibility. There's always an opportunity. And with that said, I know that there's you've got 2 campuses,
Right.
okay,
And lots of financial aid.
and lots of financial aid, and then you have flexibility with virtual and in
Yes.
person.
We have virtual, we have online, hybrid, and face-to-face. And so there's something for everyone at Laredo College. There's financial aid available for everyone in one way, shape, or form. And certainly, we couldn't offer all of that financial aid without the support that we've gotten from the community. I can't tell you enough how important the community support and engagement has helped us to grow our opportunities at Laredo College. And we're very grateful, but we want our students to take advantage.
Yeah.
We want this community to take advantage of what we have to offer to help make Laredo a better place to live and a better place to work.
Thank you. And with that said, I also know that as a business, because we practice, we try to practice what we preach. There are opportunities for businesses to support you through the scholarship programs that you all offer to students that probably can't or are on the cusp of not making it. So I think businesses are welcome to go contact you all.
Absolutely. I didn't know we were going to talk about donor relations, but we can. And certainly we're always in hopes of that kind of support from our community. And the nice thing about that is that you can structure that to meet the demands of your own business. So if you want to create or start a new scholarship opportunity or an endowment fund, you can do that. And you can tailor it to say, I want my money to go to students who are studying X or students who are wanting to move forward in this line of work. And we have that. Our career services, we call it the Workforce Development Center. They track our students while they're in school and then after they graduate. By law, I have to track them for 1 year. But certainly you want to know where students are and whether or not their experience at Laredo College helped them to grow in their profession. And it is through the partnerships that we have with businesses like yours, like IBC, where we can track our students and find out how do we alter what we're teaching? What do we need to do to change and make sure that our students are prepared to enter the workforce? And through those partnerships, through those conversations, we can actually move our students forward, our community forward, and business and industry forward.
This is getting really interesting, but hold that thought. We'll be right back with more information with Dr. Minita Ramirez. Stay where you are.
IBC Bank is inviting everyone to join us for a night of celebration and hope at the Give Cancer the Boo Gala, benefiting the MD Anderson Cancer Center. Mark your calendars for Thursday, September 26th at the beautiful Lago del Rio. Enjoy an unforgettable evening of music and dance. Remember, your donation will be matched dollar for dollar by IBC Bank. For ticket information, contact Gabriel Castillo at 956-726-6636 or email gabrielcastillo@ibc.com.
KGNS aims to inspire, uplift, and unite our community while showcasing the incredible acts of heroism and leadership that happen right in our backyard. Show us your community spirit. Together, we can empower others and celebrate those who make our hometown a better place to live in. Join us every 4th Tuesday of the month to recognize the drive and commitment from citizens making a change. KGNS Honors, only on KGNS News.
We have access to resources that some don't have at home. Our goal is to ensure that all children have equal access to opportunities that can help them grow and learn. In the Boys and Girls Club, you make lots of friends and long-lasting memories. If you donate now, you can help a child from your community reach their full potential and create new opportunities.
Give Cancer the Boo Gala Thursday, September 26th at the beautiful Lago del Rio, benefiting the MD Anderson Cancer Center. Contact Gabriel Castillo at 956-726-6636 or email gabrielcastillo@ibc.com.
Join your Laredo Police Department and other law enforcement agencies for the National Night Out Kickoff Party. Mark your calendars for Tuesday, October 1st from 6 to 9 p.m. at Jarvis Plaza, located at the 1300 block of Matamoros Street. It's going to be a night full of fun and community spirit as we work together to build stronger police-community partnerships. Don't miss out. We look forward to seeing you there.
Hola Laredo, Marcela Delgado here, inviting you to join the fun. There's a little bit of everything for everyone. Lifestyle, fashion, wellness, local shops and services, yummy eats, live music, entertainment, and of course, so much more. Catch the Hola segment on air, only on KGNS Plus. Visit our website, holalaredo.com. Follow us on our social media too. Want an interview for your business or event? Send us an email. Talk soon.
IBC Bank is inviting everyone to join us for a night of celebration and hope at the Give Cancer the Boo Gala, benefiting the MD Anderson Cancer Center. Mark your calendars for Thursday, September 26th at the beautiful Lago del Rio. Enjoy an unforgettable evening of music and dance. Remember, your donation will be matched dollar for dollar by IBC Bank. For ticket information, contact Gabriel Castillo at 956-726-6636 or email gabrielcastillo@ibc.com.
Well, thank you so much for all this information. It's been wonderful talking with you, and I know there's going to be many more conversations to come because you and I are on the same wavelength. We're always talking about the future, but then people and making our community great. And I look forward to hearing a lot more about Laredo College. I know we're going to see great things to come.
Thank you, Gabriel. And thank you to IBC for always being so supportive of Laredo College and our students, and certainly our community, porque sí se puede.
And thank you, Laredo, for tuning in. And we look forward to more of your viewership because you're going to see a lot more from Mind Your Business. Thank you for joining us today. We look forward to seeing you again.